Hi yogis in Yogi Land. Welcome to Yoga with Scott. Gonna come to our mat, just take a nice seat. It's very hot. We're gonna do a very gentle flow. And we're gonna do our cooling breath. Just bring on the forward inhalation over the tongue, exhalation out the nose. Like also known as the seated cat-cows. And you don't have to bring the tongue out, just as long as the air is coming over the tongue. And hydrate as often as you may. Okay. And we'll stay here for a while just to tune in. Nice, guys. Now we're going to do our pelvic circles. Just rotation side to side. Or rotate the other way. And we're going to do an Om here. If you'd like to join, the Omen there's the pituitary gland here and the stagnation, so the blood when we Om gets dispersed. So that's why we Om, okay? So we're going to Om for the and then we'll say Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So while we're here, bring our arms up and we're going to lean to the right and bring this arm overhead. A slight little lean. Don't lock out the arm and keep the shoulder away from the ear. The theme today is questioning the question. And that's also when the intuitions come in. Is it right? Is it wrong? So just contemplate on that. The question. We'll do some more pelvic circles here. Questioning the question. Then we go around the other way. Now, we're coming up to our hands and knees. And we didn't do that, but raise the left hand and we'll lean to the left. And now we're just going to roll onto our knees and do our cat-cows into our sunbird. So alignment is the back of the palm comes up to the shoulder here and down. And open up here, place it down, and wherever they just land, and that's your... And we're going to do some gentle pelvic rotations here. Again, the inhalations will be forward and exhalations are when you rotate back. And we'll come around the other way. Now we're going to bring this right heel to the booty and kick it out. The left fingers touch your shoulder and they extend out. And that helps you with the alignment. An inhalation up here. An extension. Exhalation down. Inhalation, we extend with the right and extend with the left. Inhalation here, exhalation down. Inhalation, we rotate the right and extend the left. And the alignment is the finger to the shoulders and the heel to the booty and up. We'll do 2 more of these. It's your practice, so try and add some elegance in this. Okay. And then we'll rotate to you. One way. And we'll rotate again. And since we're here, let's do some hip circles here by extending the leg up and rotating around. And then we'll come one way and then the other way. And now we're on to the other side. Questioning the question. Is it right? Is it wrong? Is it good? Is it bad? What will be the outcome of the situation? We're going to take a child pose. We're going to just come back with our booty to our heels. Make sure your toes are extended. Just stay here. Questioning the question. Come back on all fours. And since I'm facing you, with my left hand, I'm brushing up with the elbow, and then I'm extending my left arm up. And this is, we are giving our shoulder an exercise here, and we're threading the needle. So coming over to underneath here, and leave your hands where they are. And just see how much you can bring your head down. Bring that elbow up, arm up, and place that down. Now we're going to extend the right arm, elbow, forearm, and cross underneath the body. And very gently come down to the side of your head there with just a little weight on the shoulder. Okay. And now we are going to do some more pelvic rotations here. And then we're going to bring it up. I'm going to step up with the right. Actually, just step up with the right for right here. And we'll give ourselves some weight. Put our elbow over here. And just stay here and lean here. If this is too challenging, just stay here. We're going to raise I'm on some rocks here, so this is very challenging. Raise this left foot up, and with your left hand, see if you can grab it. And now we're going to touch the shoulders with the right and extend here. Okay? And now we're going to come down to our knees and do some more pelvic rotations here. And now we are going to step up with the left leg. And now bring the left elbow here. Touch the shoulder, reach up. And now if you are going, we're going to hug the heel in here. Touch the shoulder, extend up. Okay. And now we're going to step up with the right. And very, very gently, we're going to rotate up. Okay? And do some more pelvic rotations. Intuition. Is it right? Is it wrong? Questioning the question. The whys. Right? We're going to bring our arms up here. We're going to grab with the right hand, the wrist, and lean to the right. I remember to have buoyancy on the knees so we don't lock out. We have a little, and then those of you that are the hyperextenders, just make sure you have the buoyancy there, please. Grab the right wrist and lean to the left. Okay? And now here comes the fun part. We are going now to, if you have the aroma, please find one that you like. And we'll do some flower rotations to get the synovial fluids in our shoulders going. So keeps the wear and tear in our joints, dispersing stagnicities of the bloods, and just all amazing things are going on here. So this is just pinwheeling. That's why I always bring my pinwheel. It's 90 degrees out today and there's no wind. So this is literally a sunset yoga class. We'll rotate the other way. And here's the challenge. Bring the right hand forward. Bring the left back. And now we're going to bring the left forward and the right back. And then, today, we must do some bumblebees today. Bumblebees are, we touch the shoulders. I always say touch the shoulders because that's my alignment cue, because if you want to know if it's right, you just hit just the shoulders. So we're going to extend to the chin, just come right up. And you don't want to come higher than here. We're just going to drop the hands, bring up. Nothing forced, just let them drop. And this time when they come around, swing the arms up like in the pinwheel, come into a flower. And in the flower, bring the fingertips together, curl the fingers down like the backs of the fingers are touching, and we come out. Great. So we're going to do 10 of these. And this gets the whole body energized. And there's actually a lot of healing going in this one. It's actually documented to keep you from getting sick. So you see when I come down for my rotation, I've had the knees bent a little bit, swing the arms around, and come into a flower. And that's why, and I call this the bumblebee because the bumblebees are always like, their wings are always flapping. So it's like a bumblebee. And the bumblebee flies, but according to the laws of aerodynamics, the bumblebee cannot fly, but the bumblebee flies for all to see. So remember, when you're losing faith, the bumblebee is showing the impossible is possible. We'll do 2 more. I love that poem. Okay? And now we're going to come up to the front of our mat and we're going to rotate the shoulders forward and back. And while we're here, we'll do some more pelvic rotations. And the pelvic rotations is very important for all the health for men and women. It's not just a women's issues there. So when we do this, you get a lot of the blood circulating in the pelvic area. And a lot of rejuvenations because we're dispersing the blood's all around. So now we're going to pinwheel the arms forward. Pinwheel back. The right arm comes up, we step back with the right. And now we're in our warrior stance. If the heel doesn't fall down and it's challenging, please stay up with the heel. It's no big deal. While we're here, we're gonna do a pelvic exercise. Spy. This is our warrior stance here at the leg. Just try and be conscious of it not going over the toes. And this right heel is gonna drop to the right side of the mat. Okay? It's almost a slight little twist of this leg. If you can, see if you can balance here. Okay, that's enough. Come into our warrior 1, or if your heel's up, that's called an anageti. So it's your practice. Do what you feel works for you, and take it to wherever you go in your yoga practice. Okay, well, elegantly and gently, we're bringing the hands to the mat. Step back with the left. And this is our dog. And we're going to walk our dog here for a few breaths. Inhalation up, exhalation down one side. So it's like a dog walk. Okay. Now we're going to drop the knees. We're going to just tilt back very slightly. This is a Zen asana. And it gives me great pleasure to show you this Zen asana. Because it's one of my favorite for the sun salutation. It's also in the classical Surya Namaskar. Now, just drop the forearms and lead with the chin to the top of the mat. And then this is our first back bend. We just put a slight pressure here with the hands through the forearms. And this is a very important asana here, the Bhujanga asana. And now we're gonna grow our puppy to our dog. Just the palms are up by your shoulder. And we, inhalation, our torso's up. And then come back. And this, your toes are tucked under, it's fine. Now one full hand print towards you. And we curl, the toes are curled under, we just come into our dog. Raise the right leg up and step up with the right. Step up with the left. Touch the shoulders for alignment. Come into our spirit of ecstasy. Because there's an elegance here, yes. Elegant as you are. Slight back bend here. And now we'll come into our flower rotations, do 3 of them. And now I'm turning around to the other side of the mat just to face the camera, but use this at home and just stay where the front of your mat, please. I'm rotating my arms forward. Rotate backwards now to pinwheel. The left arm comes up, and now we step back with the left. And remember we come into our warrior one. I added the warrior one in my practice because I don't like the hop back. A warrior one is a very important asana in yoga. So this gives us more times to do it, right? Now, we're going to come up into our anujati, that's the heel up. And now we're going to drop the heel to the left of the mat. And if you have to come up a little bit, that's fine. It's hard here. We just want a little twist. It's very good for the pelvic area here. And all the while, you're just concentrating on your warrior stance here. Raise that heel back up and drop it. If you're welcome to drop it. Bring the hands to the mat. Step back with the right. Drop the knees. Still back a teeny bit. Drop the forearms and leave with the chin to the front of the mat. Our Bhujanga asana. Okay. Now we're going to grow from our puppy to our dog. Okay. Raise the left leg up. Step up with the left. Step up with the right. Come into our flower rotations. Pinwheel on. The right arm comes up. Step back with the right into our warrior one. I touch the shoulders, just extend the arms up. So the arms kind of like they brush your face like, and that's your cue for alignment. You're just a little wider than your shoulders. It's your practice, it's your body, it's your asana. Play with it, whatever feels good for you. Inhalations are elongations and exhalations are deepening into the asana. Come, bring the hands to the mat. Step back with the left. Walk our dog here again. And you can drop the knees if you like. And those of us want a bit more challenging, we'll do our chaturanga. Inhale here. Exhalation. Come up into our Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Raise the right leg up. Step up with the right. Step up with the left. and come into our spirit of ecstasy, our slight back bend, flower rotations. Okay. Now we're going to pinwheel the arms forward here. Step back. Left arm comes up, step back with the left. Bring the hands to the mat. Step back with the right. Inhalation here. You can drop the knees to the Zen Asana, or you may move on to the Chaturanga. It's also quite good to challenge yourself if you feel up to it. Just make sure nothing hurts. Very, very important in yoga. We don't hurt ourselves. We just move gracefully with an essence and an elegance. Yes? Flower rotations. Now we're going to rotate the shoulders forward and back. I want to show you one more thing we're going to do some pelvic rotations. So your inhalation is your back. Exhalations or when the pelvic is forward. So see, we'll do a few practice breaths like that. You can also hold your stomach here to be aware of that. The opening of the stomach is the inhalation. And so when you go back, you get like that little, you crunch it forward a little bit, and that's the exhalation. And use that throughout the practice because that will help you deepen the asana. So now we are adding on pinwheel the arms forward. Pinwheel back with the right. Right arm comes up, step back with the right. Come into our warrior one. Remember, if you can't drop the heel, that's fine, that's you. That's the Anujeti, and don't knock yourself out, because sometimes it hurts or people just can't get the heel that comes with practice, and also physiques, and if you have it, you have it. Don't knock yourself out, it's not important. Is there a difference? Is there a difference between the Chaturanga and the Zen Asana? Preference, okay? That's what makes the practice fun. It's not so much me saying Simon says, it's a lot of just to be a guide, and then you figure out what works for you, okay? Fingertips are touched here, and we're gonna open up here, and actually fingertip, and you come across your shoulder area, right? And now we flip the palm to give you that, and this is a great way to set up for your warrior too. The heel is usually to that arch in the foot there, in the middle of the foot. And the stance is, the stance anywhere as long as you have the buoyancy, okay? You don't want to, you put a lot of stress on the joints when you lock it. So that's what we don't want to do. And now we're going to brush the body with the right hand and come up into our warrior de-elegance. Come into our warrior two. Elongations are inhalations, exhalations are deepening. And now since we're out here, with this left elbow on top of the left leg here, and we'll just do some pinwheels here into our Utthita Parsvankasana. And then wherever you rotate the arms around, wherever you feel comfortable in that stretching, your arm stops there. Okay. Come back into our warrior the elegant. Open up into our warrior 2. Now I'm going to extend the right leg. This leg can come up a squiddle. A squiddle's a whole full footprint. It's like width wide, width towards you. Okay. I got the left hand on the thigh. I got the right hand on the thigh. The right hand is following the left and coming down. Got the back of the hand down to the middle of the shin there. And now we brush the body with the hand. Elbow comes up, raise the arm up. And then remember to have the buoyancy here because it's very easy to get knocked over in this here into our Utthita Trikonasana. Okay. Come back into our warrior the elegant. And now we're going to stay here. We're going to clasp the hands from behind. We're going to come into a mudra. We're going to inhalation here, because slight back bend here. Dropping the hands to the ground there. And now exhalation over the left leg into our Parsvantasana. Come up with the elbows best you can and extend the forearm. Okay. And we'll come back up into a slight back bend. We'll open up into our warrior 2. Come into our warrior 1. Then we're going to bring the hands to the mat. While we bring the hands to the mat, we're going to lift the heel off the ground. So we'll be in our Ananjali here. Bring the hands to the mat. Bring the right heel to the booty. And I'm going to take my right hand, keep my left hand to the mat, brushing the body here into our Ardha Chandrasana. And now we're going to drop the right hand down, drop the right leg, and then we're just going to give a slight fold here into our Uttanasana. Remember not to lock out the knees. Step back with the right leg, come back into our Ananjali. Bring the hands back to the mat. We're gonna Parvarita or Ardha Chandrasana, okay? Bring the hands to the mat. Bring the right heel to the booty and kick out. And this time the left hand brushes the body. Look at the grass, look at the trees, look at the sky. Come back into our warrior the elegant. Okay? Open up into our warrior 2. Come into our warrior 1. Bring the hands to the mat. Sit back into our dog. Inhalation forward, drop the knees, so you can move on to the Chaturanga. Walk our feet up to our hands. Another fold here. We can put our hands on our elbows, and we'll just sway side to side very gently. Okay, and then we're going to come back up. We'll do some pelvic rotations here. We're going to be moving on to the other side now. Okay, and down. Touch the shoulders, pinwheel the arms. Pinwheel back. This time the left arm comes up, we step back with the left. And come into our warrior 1. Open up into our warrior 2. Drop the left hand and come into our Warrior the Elegant. Come into our Warrior 2. Now we're going to bring the right hand on top of our right knee and come into our Utthita Parsvankasana. Rotate the other way, and wherever you feel comfortable to extend your arm. Not so much weight on from the right elbow. Come into our Warrior the Elegant. Up into our Warrior 2. Now we're going to we're coming down the right leg, so the right hand leads, left hand follows into our Utthita Trikonasana. Remember to have the buoyancy in the knees. Press the body. Come back into our Warrior the Elegant. Up into our Warrior 2. Now we're going to come over to the exhaling over the right. If your feet feel a bit too wide, you can squiddle up. We are exhaling over the right leg into our Parsvantasana. We're going to come up with the elbows and extend up with the. And this is a mudra. Okay. Come back into our Warrior the Elegant. Up into our Warrior 2. Now we're going to come into our Anujeti by lifting up the heel. Come into, extend the arms like a Warrior 1. Bring the hands to the mat. This time, bring the left heel to your booty and kick out. Brush the body with your left elbow, then forearm. You lift up with the elbow, so it helps you in alignment. Okay. And now we're going to drop that down, come back into our Warrior the Elegant. Step up with the right. Do a forward fold here. Now we're going to have the hands to the mat. Bring the left to the booty again. Kick out. And now that we're going to brush the body with the right because we're Parvaritten or Ardha Chandrasana. Okay, now drop that left foot down. Do a fold here. And then we're going to do we'll circle our way up. Okay, great. And now we're going to move on to a balancing part of our class here. We're going to come into our Utkatasana. So just come back on here like we're like in a chair, but like just be conscious of the knees not going over the toes. And since we didn't do so much twisting today, any of the other asanas, we're going to bring the left elbow outside the right. Sweep the arms up, slight back bend here. And now we're going to bring the right outside the left. And now the flyover, our balance today, we'll do the Warrior 3. It's a very gentle, and we're up here. We're on top of the mountain here, actually, in this beautiful park, a little Mulberry Park. Just outside of Atlanta a little bit, about 40 minutes out. So we are going now to find a leg you want to balance on. I'm facing you, so I'm going to balance on my left. We're going to come back up our booty like when we were in our Ardha Chandrasana. We're going to bring the hands like in our spirit of ecstasy. And let the buoyancy play around. Playing around with the buoyancy will help you with the balance. Okay. And then you can flip your wings to whatever bird or beautiful insect you want to be. Just be. The question, the answer to the question, the question to the question. Okay? And then we'll pelvic rotations out of this and do a forward fold here. Okay? And now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm getting my weight on my right. Just bring the heel behind you, touch the shoulders, come back. Okay, and we'll do a forward fold here. And work our way down to our mat, to our seated asana here. Okay. And just stay here. Don't just have one foot in front of the other, it's fine. And we're going to do some more pelvic rotations here. Okay. Bring the elbow to the belly, drop it, and bring the right shin on top. Bring the fingers in here. You got your index, center, ring, pinky in between the toes on the right foot. And you're just gonna just work at a circle rotations here for the ankles. Okay, and now bring the left arm under. If you bring up and drop it, that also helps get the synovial fluids in the hip going too. And now we're going to deepen this by bringing this right foot up to the left elbow, and we hug it in here. If you have it, if not, you can just use a strap like this. I see men mostly have difficulty with this one. So now we're going to do a compass, because the compass, it's the magnetic field, right? So it brings a lot of energies to us. So we're going to have my outside with my left hand outside my right foot. My right hand is to the inside, and we just kick up here. And now I bring my right hand down, and I pull up with my left. Okay, great. And now we are going to put the left foot in front of the right, or whatever foot you did. It's your preference. And we'll do some cooling breaths here before we go on to the other side. Okay, bring the left elbow to your belly, drop it down, bring the right shin on top. Put the fingers, the index, center, ring, pinky, in between the toes. This is also very good for bunions. Rock here, and now we come over to here. Bring it up to the elbow. The right hand to the outside of the left foot. Left hand inside. Drop the left hand. Okay, great. And now we'll do some more pelvic rotations here. And this here is our Padmasana. This is a very important asana. And don't ever knock yourself out if you can ever stack. When people want to stack, is not important in yoga. And plus there's 3 different hip sizes. So either you have it or you don't. So never, some people try to do this and then they'll put a lot of weight on here, and that's, don't do that. This is not necessary. We have a practice that we show up tomorrow, we show up the next day, we show up next week, next month, next year, and the year after that. Yes? Okay, great. These are all my things as being a teacher to say, so you have a practice, and that's my job is having a practice is to help you have a practice, and help you to have a safe and an enjoyable practice. That's fun and right. The fingers to the booty very gently, and have the thing, keep the shoulder down the ear. This is our Dandasana. And we're gonna hurry up and get close up here soon before it rains out. We are now inhale up. We're going to do our Paschimottanasana, a very important one. We are going to, you can lift the knee up to help you deepen. This is the inhalation is elongation, exhalation is deepening. So you'll notice on the exhalations, this gap that you created will how close to the mat it comes, okay? So we'll do 10 breaths here, because this is a very important asana. Okay. And now, we're gonna hug this right leg in. And just drop it here. We're going to do our Janu Shirsasana. This is our mini Vinyasana, our seated Vinyasana series. And this is a very important asana. We touch the shoulders, inhalation up, exhalation with so we're coming over the left leg. The left hand will lead and the right hand will follow. And we concentrate on this right shin rolling forward. Nice. And my favorite, our Parvarita. Yogi toe lock here. Touch the shoulders and reach over. Great. Extend this. Right, hug this right leg in. And now we're going to cross the body here. I'm going to look over to the left. I'm coming back to the right. I'm going to give you a wave. I'm going to inhale my left arm up and bring the right elbow up from our Asana here. Keep the shoulder down. Okay, great. Now, we're bringing the fingers in our Dandasana, and now we're going to press up to our Parsvantasana. Okay? Inhalation here, and fold forward. And now we're moving on to the other side. Forward fold here. Hugging the left leg here. And drop that. And come into our Janu Shirsasana. Now, we're yogi toe locking here to open up here. The right arm comes to the inside, touch still to the left. 10 breaths here. Hug the left knee up. You're welcome to stay here. You have it in, you can cross it over. I'm going to look over to the right. I'm going to give you as a wave over and breathe up with my right arm and bring that right elbow up, or more Asana here. Extend the leg. Bring our hands back into our Dandasana. Press up into our Parsvantasana. You can have the finger towards you or to the back of the mat. You can play with it. You're going to come into a forward fold. So just play with it. Remember to do wrist actions, rotations to the forward fold here. Okay? And now, we're going to hug our knees and just rock, actually do some pelvic rotations here. And just hugging here. Raise the legs up and we'll do some rotations here. We're going to do a little bit of a shoulder stand here. You can bring your hand up to your booty and press up as you can. To deepen that, just walk your hand back down to our shoulder stand. Make sure you can breathe. Now we're going to drop the feet behind us to the ground, and this is Halasana. And very gently rolling forward. You always hear the phrase in yoga, one vertebrae at a time. And this, we want to come down very, very gently, and we're going to come into a butterfly or the wings of a bumblebee, and we're just going to flap here for a little bit. And if you're still high, you can remember to do the cooling breath. It cooled off a whole lot. Okay. We'll be getting ready for we're doing our closing sequence here for our Shavasana here. So come back up to your booty. You can go back up. This time we're going to drop the knees to the rear in the corner of Tadasana. Shamapa Halasana. There we go. We are going to do the Fountain of Youth lesson because there's a whole lot of rejuvenation going on here. The preference, the modification is just come up here and clasp your hands underneath, like when we did the forward fold earlier, just like that. And play here just by flipping the wrist, come back in, fingers will touch, and play here. Those of us that are going to go into the full back bend, hugging in our knees here, and we're just going to wiggle out the feet and the hands, so we're coming up to our Fountain of Youth pose here. We're going to drop the feet and sway side to side. Okay. And drop inside. Both feet come one side. You might want to, if you use side to side from the center, you want to have both elbows down. I mean, both upper arms down to the elbow. So we're going to play around here. This is the fingers up here. And the inhalation, we're going to press up. Five breaths. Come back down, windshield wipers, and rotate the wrists. And those who use know the modification. Nobody's left out. This is, some of us have different physiques and deeper in our practice than others, so but all is welcome. So I'm not showing off. If I show off, it's because I have a very, very deep practice. Yes, so I wouldn't be this awesome teacher if I didn't, right? So we're gonna press back up on the inhalation. We can lift up. Okay, rotate out again. And now we do one more time. And see how much more you can go over 5, but don't go past 10. And rotate out the wrists. A lot of wrist work here. So that's why when we come down in our practice, we start off having a lot of wrists. Okay. And now we're going to send the feet forward, put our booty on on top of our hands, and come up into our Matsyendrasana. And just fall into our Shavasana. And we'll rotate across the body one way, and then we'll rotate up with the left arm. Bring the fingertips together, and we're going to brush up and down our meridians. What we just did, we created all this amazingness in our practice here. So we don't want to we're tuning into the center of our pelvis is our Muladhara chakra, and the element of that is the earth. We move up A few more inches, we got our Vahistatthana, and the element is water. A little more up to there, around the belly button there is our Metta Pure, and that's our fire energy. We come a little more, we got our heart chakra there, and it's our Anahata, and the energy is air. A little more, we got our throat chakra, that's our Vishuddha, and that is space and ether. And we come up to the third eye, our Anujati Arjun chakra, and that consists of all the elements in our crown of our head. So, very gently, going to roll over to the side. And we are going to close our class with 3 Ums. Loka samasta sukhino bhavatu. May all beings be happy and free. May the words and actions of my teachings contribute to the health and well-being of you. Satnam, my yogis. Sunset with Scott.